Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So today I have a super interesting video that I don't think I've seen on YouTube before. I know it's kind of random. You guys are probably thinking, why is he comparing an electric scooter to a motorized bike? They're totally different. Well, honestly, just because I want to, you know. I'm hoping all of these videos can at least reach one person that finds it helpful. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the pros and cons of both. We're gonna compare the two. Yeah, let's get into it. This is my third video on the channel, so if you guys like, please subscribe and drop a like or a comment, whatever. Really helps out. Your feedback helps a lot. So appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, this is my motorized bike. This is an 80cc BBR tuning F80 Flying Horse 80 motor. This is a Riverside steel beach cruiser frame. It's a bit older. It has front suspension, dual V brakes. It has a dual lever. So it does both brakes at the same time, which is very helpful. Let's talk about price. This bike costs not much less than it costs that scooter. Used, obviously. This will cost you around $600 to $650 to build. Brand new, of course. You can get used motorized bikes for anywhere from really $200 to they really go up to $1,000, $2,000. People go crazy with these things. But for this one right here, that's simple. You might be able to get a marketplace deal for, you know, $300, but it's probably not going to include as many upgrades as this has. This has a stage 1 CDI, front suspension, the dual V brakes. It came with a rear rack. This is a super reliable engine, name brand engine. The guy upgraded the rear sprocket for us, so it's a 36 tooth, I believe. It's not the stock 44. This bike is awesome. It has the CNC fuel filter you can see right there. But this bike it rides really smooth. So the electric scooter that we're going to be taking a look at is the Nanrobot D4 Plus 2.0. This is my personal scooter that I've owned for probably a year or so. Or not even a year, honestly. I've put about 500 miles on it. This has a key to start it, to read you the voltage. And I'll turn it on. And you can see 816 miles. This is a super fun scooter. The battery still lasts amazing. This scooter, brand new, will run you about $1,400 stock. These are aftermarket handlebars, grips, and lights. So this one is a little bit more expensive. This has 40 miles of range. It goes 40 miles an hour plus. I'm 160 pounds, and this brings me 40 miles an hour, no problem. So if you weigh less than me, it'll go even faster. It has dual disc brakes that work very well. Big, bulky, 11-inch tires. Amazing. It has this super wide deck. So, again, my hands are kind of big, but when I stand on this thing, like, I am 6'2", and I have size 13 feet, and when I stand on this, it is very comfortable. Very comfortable. I find myself, I have the perfect amount of room. I got this on Marketplace with all of the accessories included, the handlebars, the grips, the bag, lights, everything that you see here. This was only $800.
So I know there's a huge difference between a motorized bike and an e-scooter, especially those two, but there are some good factors to think about. You know, if you want right off the line fast acceleration, the e-scooter's for you. You know, you want quiet, smooth, enjoyable ride where you can just go through the neighborhood and, you know, you're not going to be rattling people's windows with the two-stroke. Because if you put an expansion chamber on that, you know, it's going to be so loud. Like, my mom hears me 4 streets over when I'm coming up. Like, they're so loud. Not that exact bike. I have another bike I haven't shown on the channel yet. It has a massive expansion chamber, custom muffler that I just put on. But before the muffler, it was just too loud. Way too loud. So if you live in a residential area and people are going to get mad of noise and they're just not going to want to hear that, get an e-scooter. They're perfectly quiet. That has been reliable. 500 miles. I bought it with around 300, so I put 500 on it. It has 800. I've had that scooter 500 miles, rid it all summer. Not a single issue. I just had to tighten the brakes, tighten a couple bolts. That's normal on a bicycle or a dirt bike. Tighten the brakes up once in a while, you know? Like anything else, that's 500 miles of ride time with no issues at all. You can dream about getting 500 miles of ride time on a fucking two-stroke. You'd lucky to get 500 miles out of a lifetime out of these bikes. Like, that doesn't go for all of them, of course. Like, if you're going to respect these bikes, you can have them for up to years. My friend has a four-stroke motorized bike engine he's had for 7 years. It was away for a couple of those, but it's been started up. We beat the crap out of it one year, and it still runs beautifully. I have my 80cc bike that I haven't shown yet. I've had it for about a year. Runs perfectly. Not a single issue wrong with these. If you know your limits, because these things are made out of recycled aluminum cans. You know, they're not gonna last 100,000 miles like a motorcycle would. You know what I mean? You have to respect those motorized bikes. They're not for everybody. But so for $800, we're gonna take this scooter that I have, for example. Bet $850 on that. It goes 40 miles an hour, has 40 miles of range, okay? And it has off-the-line acceleration. It's 60 volts. It has a lot of power. It's super fun to ride in the summer, let me tell you. I will just be out there for hours at a time. I just don't want to come home. It's so nice feeling the wind in the air. And not having to hear an engine half the time is super nice, you know, because those things are super nice, but, you know, when you get home, everything's quiet. Your ears are ringing because they're so damn loud. With that e-scooter, I can just hear my surroundings. I know that sounds kind of silly, but you can hear more of your surroundings. Nobody's looking at you. I mean, nobody's going to get angry, but if you like attention, get the e-scooter, because people will be looking at you all the time, asking questions. But that also goes for the two-stroke motorized bikes, and the four-stroke motorized bikes, the motorized bike kits too. When me and my friend are riding them around town, and when I'm riding them by myself, people ask me questions. They love them. Like, I park it in front of the store, and everybody asks me, like, did you build that? Where'd you get that? Like, they question it. They love to see it. But again, some people just don't want to hear it. You have to take that into consideration. E-scooters are more expensive, but much more reliable. You can go on Amazon and buy a 60 mile per hour e-scooter for like $1,200. I don't recommend buying one of those Amazon e-scooters. You're going to have problems with them. Figure out what you want, you know, keep doing your research. Obviously, this one video isn't going to determine which one you want, but I know they're quite different from each other. And I know this video is kind of strange to some people, but I know it'll help at least one person out. So hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.